Tesla, stock code TSLA, one of the leaders in the electric vehicle space and one of those really popular stocks in the US market as well. What is the outlook as we head into the end of 2022? I mean, even into 2023. Can there be more upside? What are we doing right now? What are the price level? What's the support? What is the trend right now? Hey guys, Joey here, top tier trader in Philip Securities, and in this video we'll be talking about Tesla. Right, we'll dive into the charts of Tesla to see where we are right now, what has happened over the past 1 to 2 months. I think all of you would have heard about this stock split whereby prices have adjusted downwards. So we look at some of the prices right now after adjusting for stock split and what it says. Could there actually be more upside, and could it be a good opportunity to start thinking about getting into to catch the upwards direction again? All right, so this is what we cover, and of course we'll dive into the system that I have as well to see what it says, whether we had any bullish or maybe even bearish signals that have came out. So you're into Tesla, thinking to get in, maybe thinking to get out. You have bought some really long time ago. I'm sure once you watch this video, you have a clearer picture of what's has happened, all right, and what you want to do right now. So let's go into Tesla right now. So Tesla has done a stock split about 3 weeks ago, all right, whereby they did a 3-for-1 stock split. So what does a stock split mean? So basically a stock split will just mean that you have more shares. So that means if you have like 1 share, it'll become 3. If you have 10, it'll become 30. So you kind of like have more shares and you have like more shares out in the market, right? But the prices, right, will also adjust downwards accordingly by about 3 times, right? There's no free lunch. Not everybody will be getting like free shares, right? No. So there's no free lunch, all right? You kind of like make prices much more affordable and a much lower level. So you can see that previously for Tesla, the peak was somewhere around the 1,002 mark. So 1,002 divided by 3 is about 400. So that's what we are seeing right now, about 400 level. That's like the peak. So prices have kind of like adjusted downwards by about 3 times, but pretty much the chart looks quite similar. All right, there's some changes a little bit, but it pretty much looks similar to it, and it's just a little bit more affordable. So a stock split will do nothing to kind of like affect the fundamentals of a company or not. It doesn't affect anything about the fundamental, right? It just kind of make prices more affordable. All right, so let's dive into Tesla right now, and it's trading at about $302. So let's take a look at the chart right now after the stock split based on adjusted prices. Right, we're not looking at the before stock split because prices have adjusted downwards. So let's take a look at it right now. Based on the adjusted prices, which are lower. So you can see that it's about $302 right now for Tesla, all right, and this is pretty much what I've drawn in terms of the support and the resistance level. So let me just go to share with you. All right, here you can see that this is the resistance level. So as I said, 1,002 was kind of like the resistance just before the stock split, 1,002, but now it's become about the 400 level, and this is pretty much the resistance level. You want to take note of, look at this right here, a couple of touches, it came down, near it, came down. So I think 400 would now be that resistance level for Tesla. I mean, in order for more upside to happen, if you were to break 400, I think that's where we can see more strength coming into like 500-600. That's what could happen. But right now, that is the cap for Tesla. And after that, it will be another level right here, which is about the 320 level. 320, you can see right here, you can see that this is where over the past like 1 to 2 months we have touched and came back down based on the adjusted prices again. All right, it was originally the support level. Look at this right here. It's a bit of a support here somewhere in like March, April. You can see when we broke down, we sold all the way down, and now same thing here, we saw resistance here. So support turned resistance about the $320, right? $320, right? So support wise would be this level, about the 260. Look at this right here. This is the support level that I've drawn, about 260, and quite clearly you can see that it was originally the resistance as it swing up, down, all right? So a bit of resistance here, we broke up, all right, and now this resistance has turned to be what we call the support level. So that is the range right now for Tesla. I would say about 260 to maybe about the 320 range, right? 260 to 320. It's like about a $60 range, all right? So I think if you are thinking to get in, all right, I think you want to try to get in near the support level, maybe near the 260, 270, below 280. All right, that could be a good range whereby we saw a couple of rebound. There's a support now, and I think if we stay above 260, it still looks quite good in the short term. We might just consolidate in this range. Let me just show you what I mean. So you might kind of like, see swing up, down, swing up, down, swing up, down. So you might just consolidate in this range here for now, all right, for the next few weeks or next few months until we see more directions, all right, above or below this resistance. So as I say, right, if you can break that 320 right here, then that will be a good thing. We might potentially push higher to retest that 400. However, if you were to break below this 260, then unfortunately we might be going back down to that lower end again, right? We might be heading back down to the lower end of the range, all right? And that would be the next phase down, and the next support would be around the 200 level, right? 200 would be a psychological support level, as I say, right? This is adjusted prices, right? You can see that's where I saw a couple of rebounds. So I think in the longer term, I think as long as we hold above like the 200 psychological level, it still looks quite okay. I mean, of course, prices have sold off by quite a fair bit, all right? But we want to definitely stay above some of those key support levels in order for prices to hold, right? Not go down lower and lower. All right, so this is Tesla, right? About 302. So I hope I've given you a bit of an understanding of where we are right now and what is the range, right? So let me just go to remove this and show you, right? And let's take a look at the trend, right? So what is the trend for Tesla? So I would say that in terms of the longer term trend, look at this, right? So this is the 100 days moving average line, the red line. You can see it kind of like move up and point down, and it has crossed below what we call the 200 days moving average. So it looks a little bit shaky because this red line, I mean, it's like still below the blue line. So red below the blue, kind of like a short-term 100 days moving average below longer-term 100 days moving average is a little bit not so good, right? I mean, not so good, but you can see that these two lines are starting to kind of like flatten out right now. I mean, it was like pointing down, but right now you can see it's starting to flatten out. So hopefully, right, hopefully we consolidate here in this range and maybe even attempt to break the 320. Then I think that it might start to see a bit of a reversal. If the red line starts to cross back up above the blue line, like what we saw over here, you can see this was in like October. Let me just draw it for you. You can see kind of like, you know, it went down a little bit here, but this red went above the blue and started to see like some upside happening, right? So yeah, if we kind of like, you know, consolidate strongly above a support, we might see the reversal, in terms of the red going back above the blue. Right, in the short term, this is the green line. You want to take note of the green line is the 20 days moving average. You can see same thing. It is just flattening out right here. So as I say, this is pretty much a consolidation. It just shows that prices are consolidating right now, and this range about 260 to about that 320 level. All right, so I think if it dips near 260, it could be a good opportunity to get in, right, to catch the rebound, but know where you want to get out and lock in your profits as well, right? Anything near 320, selling can actually come back. All right, so this is Tesla, right? This is Tesla right here. I hope you have a better idea of where we are right now. All right, based on this range, but maybe let me just explain a bit more, right? So look at this, right? 260 to 320, you can see this was originally the support, the resistance when we broke up. Look at this, a bit of a resistance here, support level as well. So a couple of touches whereby it kind of like, you know, point towards this level, looking at the adjusted prices. All right, so here is Tesla on my 1GT system. So I have a system called 1GT, One Good Trend, whereby we had a couple of bullish and even bearish signals for Tesla and many counters like this as well, and also guides us on entry and exit. So very quickly, let's take a look at Tesla, what it says on my system over the past 1 to 2 years. You can see that this was where we had a really strong rally in Tesla somewhere in like June 2021, July 2021. A couple of bullish signals. Look at this green arrow pointing up, and it just went up from like what, about like 220 to about like 400. That one, of course, this is based on adjusted prices, but prices have adjusted by about 3 times now. But that was a pretty good move up right here. And then we got an exit and a bit of consolidation as we saw a couple of exits, and as it came down a little bit, exit came back down, and that was where we had some bearish signal as well. Beginning of the year, we saw the market selling off, and of course Tesla sold off as well. We got some bearish signal coming out, and it went down, and then we got another bullish signal in 18th of March. Quite a good move up again, exit, and it went down again. All right, so let's take a look at where we are right now. All right, so you can see that the trend bar has kind of like turned from a little bit of reds in color from like May to like July 2022. Now it's turned to a little bit of a green in color. So there are some signs of the trend, as I say, starting to turn up. Alright, there's some signs of the trend starting to turn up, as long as we stay above those support levels where I talk about the 260, the 250, those are all good support levels. We definitely want to hold above those support, and hopefully, right, hopefully we break this 320. So there will be a resistance somewhere around the 320 level. I think we can break it. That's where we had this recent bullish signal coming out again. Alright, so we had a bullish signal, it might come out a little bit, but then we might get an exit as long as we stay below the 320. But if we break that 320, I think this bullish signal can start to play out. Right, so this is what it says for Tesla on my 1GT system. All right, trend bar is kind of like turned to green in color. We got a recent bullish signal, but so far we still need to get past that 320 resistance level that I talk about. All right, so let's see how it plays out. All right, guys, so if you like this video, I would appreciate if you can give me a thumbs up, and of course smash the subscribe button as well. That will really help out the channel, and thank you so much for doing that. So I hope that you now have a better understanding of where we are for Tesla, what has happened in terms of the stock split, in terms of the prices adjusting downwards, what are some of the new support and resistance level, the range and all that in terms of the trend. trend. So I hope you have a better idea, right? So yeah, let me know in the comments below what's your takeaway, what's your comments, what's your thoughts on Tesla, and I'll do my best to answer to each and every one of you. So what happens, guys, is if you want to get some of my top ideas faster, right? What happens is we have this private Telegram community, and that's where I share some of those ideas and videos as well. You can click on the link just around this video. I'll probably put the link just below this video. Click on it, and you pretty much go on to this page. Let me just show it to you right over here. This is the page you go on, and that's where you can enter your name and email address, alert me, and you can join this private Telegram community, and that's where we share some of those top videos talking about stocks like Tesla, even some of those Singapore stocks, and some videos as well. So you will not miss out on any of my ideas, right? So go and do that. Click on the link just below the video. Go to this page, enter your name and email address, and that's where you go on to the next page whereby you get access to this private Telegram community, right? So I look forward to share with you a bit more, all right? And I look forward to see you in one of my trainings as well. Take care.